For this premiere video, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos were back on screen, reminding viewers why their presence feels so familiar and reassuring. After 2 weeks of summer programming, Live with Kelly and Mark made its triumphant return to television, even though the episodes that aired on Monday and Tuesday had already been recorded in advance. Monday's broadcast featured a fresh host discussion, along with guest appearances from Gina Davis and Seth MacFarlane. Tuesday's episode followed a similar format, opening with a new host chat before welcoming Liam Hemsworth, Tyler James Williams, and Edie Falco for interviews. Although the shows aired on August 11th and August 12th, both had been taped earlier, a detail that didn't go unnoticed by longtime viewers. Following a brief break, Kelly Ripa was scheduled to return to the show on August 11th, according to a production insider who spoke to Decider earlier this week. During her absence, Mark Consuelos was joined by a rotating lineup of guest co-hosts, including Jackie Tawn, Jenna Dewan, Elle Duncan, Rita Ora, and Katie Lowes. The week prior, while Consuelos was in Los Angeles working on another project, the show featured familiar guest hosts such as Jerry O'Connell, David Newer, Carson Kressley, and Steve Patterson. Around the same time, Consuelos opened up about Running with the Wolves, a new ESPN documentary that he co-wrote with Kelly Ripa, and which is currently available on ESPN Plus through Disney. Speaking as co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark, he shared with Decider contributor Scott Hines that the 4-part series was an intensely personal and passion-driven project. He encouraged viewers to stream the documentary, explaining that the subject matter meant a great deal to him. Because of that emotional investment, the process felt natural rather than forced. He admitted that if he weren't genuinely passionate about the project, it might have come across as awkward or uncomfortable. Kelly, he joked, may not fully understand why he devoted so much time to it, and he wouldn't blame her for that reaction. There were no manufactured moments in the series, he emphasized. Everything was real, and his enthusiasm naturally came through because of how deeply invested he was. For viewers who tuned into Live with Kelly and Mark earlier in the week, expecting the fast-paced spontaneity suggested by the show's title, something may have felt slightly off. The episodes that aired on August 11th and August 12th were not actually broadcast live. Instead, both had been recorded prior to their scheduled air dates. While that detail might seem minor, the realization that the show wasn't live prompted questions from viewers about the host's health and the overall format of the program. This raised broader curiosity about why the episodes were pre-recorded, who filled in during Kelly Ripa's absence, and how Mark Consuelos balances his personal projects alongside his hosting duties. Monday's episode, originally scheduled for August 11th, and the one that followed on Tuesday were both pre-taped. Monday's show included interviews with Gina Davis and Seth MacFarlane, along with a new host segment. On Tuesday, while the opening host discussion was fresh, several interview segments featured guests who had appeared previously, including Liam Hemsworth, Tyler James Williams, and Edie Falco for interviews. Although the shows aired on August 11th and August 12th, both had been taped earlier, a detail that didn't go unnoticed by longtime viewers. A production source confirmed that Kelly Ripa was set to return following her brief summer hiatus. In the meantime, a rotating cast of guest co-hosts stepped in alongside Consuelos. These guest hosting appearances began the previous week, with a familiar mix of entertainment personalities filling the seats at the desk. In the end, the show has continued airing with a wide variety of co-host combinations, largely due to outside commitments and scheduling demands. While the concept of a daily talk show may seem at odds with pre-recorded episodes, there are several practical reasons producers choose, or are required, to tape shows in advance. These decisions often relate to host schedules, vacation time, or professional obligations, none of which necessarily signal an emergency. Like any other profession, hosts take personal time, and those breaks play an important role in planning for long-running daily programs.